Hello, my name is Jeff Frischkin from Hartford. I've been having trouble with my knees for about the last 10, 12 years, and I've been told I had arthritis very bad. And was getting cortisone injections, therapy as such, and it helped, and it was like temporary, fixes for the short term. And then eventually I was told that I was due for a knee replacement. Yeah, my dogs, they knew something was wrong because I'd walk 1.5 to 2 miles a day, and I was down to if I could get around the block, because they like to be aggressive and like pull me, and it was just hurting all the time. And about a year and a half ago, I started going on the internet. I heard about stem cell replacement, and my boss at work said that his daughter had replacement, and she's a biker, and she was in Colorado. So I checked out some options down in Colorado, and I wanted to stay local in the state of Wisconsin.
So your daughter had a replacement, or she had stem cells?
It was my boss's daughter. She had stem cell injections for her knees, and she does a lot of biking in Colorado and in mountains and hills. And she was down that she couldn't even bike, and now she's back to biking again.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what was the pain level of your knees when you came in?
Oh, when I came in, it was very hard to get out of a chair. I'm working full time. I do material handling, so it was aggravating at work, but I worked my way through it. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say I was averaging about 5 to 6 every day.
Did you have some days where it was worse?
I did have numerous days where it was much worse, where the knee would actually, or both knees would actually become inflamed and red and hot, and it was bearable to work, but it was a pain.
Yeah, no, I know. You mentioned that you had cortisone injections.
Yes.
Before. Did you have any other treatment besides cortisone?
It was cortisone injections, and they did physical therapy with me. And I actually joined a health club in my hometown, and that helped by getting regular exercise, and I had a trainer work with me. But he eventually said that you're going to have to get something done with the knees.
Yeah, no, I get it. Do you remember when you first received your treatment from Lindsay?
It was August of 2018, and it worked out kind of convenient because it was towards Labor Day weekend, I believe, like August 27th, and we're on a different work schedule where I am employed at. We work like 4 days on, 3 days off, etc. And I had it done on a Thursday morning right after I got out of work. And I was off for the 4 days, plus it was Labor Day weekend, so I had the Monday, Tuesday off. And my schedule also allowed me to be off until the following Saturday. So I was off of work approximately 9 days where I didn't have to be, but Lindsay, they do recommend that you do a little more light duty or whatever you want to call it for approximately a week. So it worked out rather well for me. I didn't even have to take off of work.
Well, and you said that did you say that you were in fact scheduled for knee replacement surgery?
I had been at a couple of doctors, and they said that I was a very good candidate to get all matched up and get knee replaced. And I, like I said, I started studying on the stem cells, and I kept on putting it off and putting it off. Eventually, I was scheduled, I believe it was end of November last year.
For knee replacements?
For knee replacements, yes.
Gotcha. So it's been about 6 months since you had your stem cell injections. How are you doing today as we sit here?
It's about 50% better. My movement, I can walk a lot better. My dogs appreciate it because I was down to walking the dogs maybe about 2 blocks a day, whereas I'd like to walk them about 1 mile to 2 miles a day, and I'm back up to at least a half mile a day that I can walk with them.
Okay, good. And what about other activities? Are you able to perform work activities?
I always worked through work. I never took off of work because of the knees. I made sure I was at work. And even though it was a pain, my recreation level outside of walking the dogs has increased dramatically again. I'm able to actually go to the local saloon and shoot pool, and can make my shots again a little bit. So
That's good. Well, great. Can you kind of discuss, in a few words, your experience at Forward Healthy Lifestyles, as well as your experience with Lindsay as a provider?
I was very impressed with Lindsay the first day I met her, and I actually do recall seeing her once or twice. Prior to that, she worked for a physician in Hartford, and my brother-in-law had knee replacement, and she worked with my brother-in-law. But I never really met her per se, but I did know of her. I met her the first day. We had a good consultation, and she didn't pressure me or nothing. She gave me more information to look up and read, and finally decided after I talked to her that I'm going to try it and see what happens. And I'm very pleased with the results. I mean, I shoot darts and pool and stuff like that. Very good.
Thanks.
Avoided sitting in sofas, soft chairs like that, because I do it.
Sorry, so you were getting up and you mentioned something about how you weren't able to do that, or how you avoided doing that kind of stuff. Can you kind of reiterate that?
Yes. Before I had stem cell injections, my knees were getting to the point where I had a hard time getting out of a softer chair, out of couches. And the sofa that I have at the house, I actually put a board, a plywood sheet under the seat or the cushion to hold it sturdy, so I wouldn't sink down into the couch. And that's the way I got up, by grabbing the armrest. And as I was telling Rick here, in this chair, if it would have been August of last year, I would have never sat in it. I would have had a real hard time getting out. And this chair sits rather low, but it's nice. I can get up.
Very nice.
Yeah,
And last August, I could not have done that.
that's great. I appreciate that. So.